Hi students, welcome to maths class. Here I am Venkatesh. Today we will learn an interesting and important topic from 10th class mathematics, that is polynomials. Actually in our part 1 video we have learned about the different types of polynomials and zero of the polynomial, degree of the polynomial and its various parts. Now in this part 2 video we will learn about graphical representation and algebraic representation of polynomials. So first of all, graphical representation of a linear polynomial. Before going to the topic, we will discuss about the solution of a polynomial in the algebraic point of view. For example, if a polynomial is in the form of ax plus b, what would be the solution of this polynomial? So y is equal to 2x plus 4 if it is the linear polynomial. So if you want to solve this equation, simply if y is equal to 0, take this condition, what will happen? The entire equation 2x plus 4 must be equals to 0. So if you send 4 to the right hand side, it becomes x is equal to minus 4 by 2. If you simplify this, you will get in second table 4 cancels by 2 times, x is equal to minus 2 is the solution, or minus 2 is the 0 of the polynomial. So here once observe x is equal to minus 4 by 2. Here once observe, when you compare the equation with general form, here a is equal to 2, b is equal to 4. Here the answer x is equal to minus 4. In the place of 4 you can insert b, by in the place of 2 you can insert a. So x is equal to minus b by a is the 0 of the given linear polynomial. For example, y is equal to 2x plus 3 is the polynomial. If you take means, what is the solution? You can easily say that if you compare with ax plus b, x is equal to minus b by a. X, then in place of b you can insert 3, in place of a you can insert 2. So minus 3 by 2 is the solution of the polynomial y is equal to 2x plus 3. So now we solve the same polynomial in a graphic view. Now take the same polynomial y is equal to 2x plus 4, y is equal to 2x plus 4. So already you know a graph sheet. In 9th class you have learned about coordinate geometry. In that you are observed graph sheet. Divide this graph sheet into 4 parts or 4 quadrants. The intersection point of the horizontal vertical line is taken as a 0, and the vertical line upside point is denoted as y, downward point is denoted as y dash, and the right side part is denoted as x, and left side part is denoted as x dash, and the left side with minus numbers, the right side of x axis denoted with the positive numbers, and downside negative numbers, and upside positive numbers. So like this, graph sheet is like this. So now y is equal to 2x plus 4. Already in your 9th class you have solved some graphs like this as a linear polynomial, x plus 4. Whenever you want to draw a graph, you must equate the entire equation like this: y is equal to 2x plus 4. Do you understand? Yes. Next, if you want to draw a graph, you need points to locate on the graph sheet. So that is x, y, x comma y. In the place of x, you can take minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2 as a points. If you take minus 2, that is choice is yours. If you take minus 2, if you insert y is equal to 2 into minus 2 plus 4, what will happen? 2 2s are minus 4 plus 4 is equal to 0. If x is equal to minus 2, y is equal to 0. Now next, if you insert minus 1 in the place of x, y is equal to 2 into minus 1 plus 4 is equal to 2 ones are minus 2 plus 4 is equal to 2. So if you insert 0 in the place of 2, y is equal to 2 into 0 plus 4 is equal to 0 plus 4 is equal to 4. Next, y is equal to 1. 2 into 1 plus 4 is equal to 2 ones are 2 plus 4 is equal to 6. If you insert y is equal to, in the place of x, 2 plus 4 is equal to 2 2s are 4 plus 4 is equal to 8. So now the points is like this: minus 2 comma 0, minus 1 comma 2, 0 comma 4, 1 comma 6, 2 comma 8. So locate these points on the graph sheet. Minus 2 comma 0, minus 2 comma 0, this is the point. Minus 1 comma 2, minus 1 comma 2, this is the point. On x axis minus 1 and y axis 2. Next, 0 comma 4, 0 4. Next, 1 comma 6, 1 comma 6. So now 2 comma 8, 2 comma 8. This is the point. This is the point. If you join all the points, that gives a straight line. If you join all the points on the graph sheet, that gives a straight line. So now, before I explain, in the algebraic point of view, the solution is y is equal to ax plus b. If it is in the form of ax plus b, x is equal to minus b by a, the solution is minus 4 by 2, that is equal to minus 2. So if you represent a linear polynomial on a graph, what is the shape of that? Linear polynomial graph is a straight line. So in a algebraic form, the solution is minus 2. In graphical form, how can we find the solution? We can easily find the solution by simply where the graph intersects x axis, or on which point the line intersects the x points gives the solution or 0 of the polynomial. Here observe, you can easily observe which point lies on the x axis, that y coordinate must be 0, that is minus 2 is the solution set. From graph, solution set is equal to minus 2 comma 0, and x coordinate gives the solution. Or if you observe graph, what is the solution? The line intersects the x axis at 2. So this is the solution. Minus 2 equal to 2x plus 4, solution is minus 2. Simple. Whether may be quadratic, whether may be linear, whether may be cubic. If the graph touches the x axis, that is the solution of that equation. So this is the key point while you are drawing graph. If it is doesn't intersects, which means there is no solution for that. If it is intersects, that means that has a solution. If the graph is intersected by 2 times, that is the polynomial has 2 solutions. Clear? So next, so now take another graph. Y is equal to 3x. Y is equal to 3x. If you want to draw this graph, take x, y, x comma y, 0, minus 1, 1. If you insert x is equal to minus 1, 1 into minus 1 into 3, minus 3. If you insert 0, y, if x equal to 0, y is also 0. If x equal to 1, y is equal to 3. minus 1 comma minus 3, 0 comma 0 comma 3. Before I explain, if the y ordinate is the 0, that is the solution of that equation. So what is the solution of this equation? 0 is the solution, or 0 is the 0 of the equation. So if you want to draw a graph on the graph sheet by using these points, the graph is like this: minus 1 comma minus 3. Where is minus 1? This is the minus 1 comma minus 3. So minus 1 comma minus 3 is this point. Next, minus 1 minus 3, this is the location point. Next, 0 comma 0, this is the location point. Next, 1 comma 3, this is the point. So if you join this graph, the graph is like this. Okay, clear? Next, y is equal to x. If you take this graph, which means in the place of if you introduce in the place of x is equal to minus 10, y is also minus 1. Y x equal to 0, y is equal to 0. X equal to 1, y is also 1. If minus 1 comma minus 1, 0 comma 0, 1 comma 1. Minus 1 comma minus 1, where it is? Here it is. 0 comma 0, 1 comma 1. If you join this means this is also a straight line. If you observe whether the given linear equation is in the form of y is equal to ax or y is equal to mx, the graph passes through origin, because in the place of x if you insert means you will get y ordinate is also 0. So that's why y is equal to ax passes through origin. Next, y is equal to x plus b, or y is equal to mx plus c. The graph is like this means it does not pass through origin. Ax, the graph passes through origin. Y is equal to ax plus b or y is equal to mx plus c, the graph does not passes through origin. So this is the data about linear polynomial in a graphic view and an algebraic view. Next, graphical representation of quadratic polynomial. So what is the general equation of quadratic polynomial? Y is equal to ax square plus bx plus c. What is the shape of this quadratic polynomial? Shape of graph is equal to U-shaped, or the U shape is called as parabola. The U-shaped graph is called as parabola. Parabola means the graph may be open curve upward facing, open curve with downward facing. At where the graph is like this, at where the graph is like this. Here in ax square plus bx plus c, if the coefficient of a is greater than 0, the graph is a opening curve with upward facing. In ax square plus bx plus c, if a is less than 0, the graph is a downward curve. How can we find the solution of this quadratic polynomial by using graph? The graphs may be like this. So first of all, if you observe these two graphs, the graph parabola intersects the x-axis at two distinct points, which means that the parabola or the given quadratic equation has two zeros. From these two graphs, the graph parabola touches or intersects x-axis only at one point. In this situation, the graph has only 1 0. In this situation, the graph parabola doesn't intersect the x-axis. So, in these two cases, no zeros. It has. So, clear with that? You can easily find the number of zeros from the graph and what the zero. The x intersect gives the zero of the polynomial here, which means if it is a quadratic polynomial, it has at most two zeros or no zeros also. Sometimes it consists two zeros, sometimes only 1 0, sometimes no zeros also. In the case of linear polynomial also, the graph is passing through like this, means the graph has a only one root, only one solution, that is the x-intercept. If it is graph is passing like this, means there is no solution, that is parallel to the x-axis, which means it has no solution or no zero. One more trick for you: by using degree we can identify the number of zeros. The degree of the linear polynomial is 1, so that's why it has only one solution, that is minus b by a. X is equal to minus b by a is the solution of the linear polynomial. Here y is equal to ax square plus bx plus b. In this quadratic polynomial, a degree is 2, so that's why it has at most two zeros. Cubic polynomial, whether y is equal to x cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. The cubic polynomial general form is like this, and the graphs are okay. So the graphic representation of cubic polynomial is like this, means which means here the graph intersects the x-axis at three distinct points. So that's why here the number of zeros is 3 zeros it has. In this situation, the graph intersects x-axis at two distinct points only. So that's why in this situation the cubic polynomial has two zeros. In this situation, the graph only intersects at one point, so number of zeros is equal to 1. So in this situation it has only 1 0, in this situation it has only 2 zeros, in this situation it has 3 zeros. Here the cubic polynomial degree is 3, that's why at most it has 3 zeros. So now we shall solve some sums from the exercise 3.2. So from exercise 3.2, second one, find the zeros of the polynomials. Second one is p of x is equal to x square plus 5x plus 6. So this is the given polynomial. So now we shall solve this sum. So first of all, when you want to solve this type of polynomials, you should equate p of x is equal to 0. Let p of x is equal to 0. What will happen? The entire equation will equals to 0. So will equals to 0. So now try to do the factorization. First of all, observe here x square coordinate is x square coefficient is 1 and the constant is 6. So first of all multiply 1 into 6 is equal to 6. Form 2 3s, 3 2s, 1 6, 6 1s. So here 1 6 or 6 is a positive multiplication, gets a positive value. So that's why from this above factors you can easily get any combination which must 2 3s are 6, 3 2s are 6. If you multiply that should get the product. If you add, that should get the coefficient of x. 2 plus 3, that is 5, 3 plus 2, that is 5, 1 plus 6, that is 7, so this is not valid. 6 plus 1, so this is also not valid. So 2 into 3 or 3 into 2 is the valid one. If you take 2 into 3, x square plus 2x plus 3x plus 6 is equal to 0. The equation will not change, just I have splitted this equation in this form by using of this product. So if you take x as a common from the first two terms, the in x square x should be there, and in 2x 2 should be there, plus in 3x plus 6, if you take 3 as a common, this is also same. In 3x x is there, and in 6 if you take 3 as a common, 2 is a left one. So because 3 into x 3x, 3 2s are 6. So now from this entire equation, x plus 2 is the common term. If you take x plus 2 is the common term, so the remaining one is x plus 3. Either maybe x plus 2 is equal to 0 or x plus 3 is equal to 0. So from this x is equal to minus 2, x is equal to minus 3. So now the zeros of the polynomial minus 2 comma minus 3 are the zeros of the y p of x is equal to x square plus 5x plus 6. So p of x is equal to 0, then what will happen? X power 4 minus 16 is equal to 0. So x power 4 can be possible in the form of x square whole square minus 16 can be possible to write in the form of 4 square is equal to 0. Once observe, it is in the form of a square minus b square, that is equal to a plus b into a minus b. So a plus b into a minus b. So then what will happen? X square plus 4 into x square minus 4 is equal to 0. So x square plus 4, it is also possible to write in the form x square minus 2 square is equal to 0. So now what will happen? X square plus 4 into, it is also in the form of a square minus b square, x plus 2 into x minus 2 is equal to 0. Either maybe x square plus 4 is equal to 0 or x plus 2 is equal to 0 or x minus 2 is equal to 0. If x square plus 4 is equal to 0, x square is equal to minus 4, x is equal to plus or minus square root of minus 4. If x plus 2 is equal to 0, x is equal to minus 2. If x minus 2 is equal to 0, x is equal to plus 2. So what are the solutions, or what are the zeros of this polynomial? Are plus root of minus 4 comma minus root of minus 4 comma 2 comma minus 2 are zeros of x power 4 minus 16. You can easily observe x power 4 minus 16 degree is 4, so that's why it has 4 zeros. Here in x square plus 5x plus 6, the degree is 2, so that's why it has 2 zeros. In this way you can find the remaining sums, solutions or remaining sums zeros. So now the next question from exercise 3.2 is, draw the graph of the polynomial and justify your answer. So what is that? P of x is equal to x square plus 3x minus 4. Take this as a equation y. Whenever you want to draw a graph, P of x must be equation should be y. Y is equal to, let y is equal to x square plus 3x minus 4. If you want to draw a graph, you must need points. So that's why first of all construct a point table. So whenever you want a graph, you must need this type of points. First of all, take minus numbers up to 4 and including 0, and positive numbers up to 4. So this will gives a graph correctly to find the 0, and also you have to easily justify your answer. So if you take minus 4, what is the value of y? If you take minus 3, what is the value of y? If you take minus 2, what is the value of y? You have to do rough work neatly in the same page or backside of your examination paper. So without doing rough work means that maybe sometimes give full marks or sometimes not. So that's why do the rough work clearly also. So first of all, x is equal to minus 4. What will happen? Y is equal to minus 4 whole square plus 3 of minus 4 minus 4. So what will give us minus 4 whole square means 16. Lot of members doing mistake at here, because of course if it is minus, but it is in square or power 4 or power 6, like this means that gets the positive value. Next one, some members mistakes at sign multiplication. If you do sign multiplication wrong means the entire answer will also wrong also. Minus into plus, minus 3 4s are 12 minus 4, 16 minus 12 minus 4 minus 16 is equal to 0. Y is equal to minus 4, so x equal to minus 4, y is equal to 0. The point is like this, minus 4 comma 0. Next, x is equal to minus 3. What will happen? Y is equal to minus 3 whole square plus 3 into minus 3 minus 4 is equal to minus 3 whole square becomes 9 plus into minus gives minus 3 3s are 9 minus 4 plus 9 minus 9 cancels minus 4, which means at minus 3 minus 4 you have to give minus 3 comma minus 4. Next, at x is equal to minus 2, what will happen? We shall do minus 2 whole square plus 3 into minus 2 minus 4, which is equal to minus 2 whole square becomes 4 plus into minus minus 3 2s are 6 minus 4 plus 4 minus 4 cancels, the answer is minus 6. At x equal to minus 2, y is equal to minus 6, minus 2 comma minus 6 is the point. At x is equal to 1, we shall do what will happen? Minus 1 whole square plus 3 into minus 1 minus 4 is equal to minus 1 whole square becomes 1, 3 into minus 1 becomes minus 3 minus 4. So minus 3 minus 4 becomes minus 7 plus 1 becomes 6 minus 6. At x equal to minus 1, y is equal to minus 6. So these are the points. Next, x equal to 0, y is equal to 0 square plus 3 into 0 plus minus 4, that is equal to 0 square becomes 0, 3 into 0 becomes 0 minus 4. At x equal to 0, y is equal to minus 4, 0 comma minus 4. Next, x equal to 1, y is equal to 1 square plus 3 into 1 minus 4, that is equal to 1 square means 1, 3 1s are 3 minus 4, 4 minus 4 is equal to 0. At x equal to 1, y equal to 0, 1 comma 0. Next, x equal to 2, y is equal to 2 square plus 3 into 2 minus 4, that is equal to 2 square, 4, 3 2s are 6 minus 4 plus 4 minus 4 cancels, which becomes 6. At 2, the y value is 6. Next, x equal to 3, y is equal to what will happen? 3 square plus 3 into 3 minus 4 is equal to 3 square 9, 3 3s are 9 minus 4 is equal to 9 plus 9 18, 18 minus 4 14, 3 comma 14. At x equal to 4, y is equal to 4 square plus 3 into 4 minus 4, that is equal to 4 square 16, 3 4s are 12 minus 4 is equal to 16 plus 12, 28 minus 4, 24. At y is equal to 4, x equal to 24. So the point is 4 comma 24. So in this way we can easily find the points which you have to look at on the graph sheet. So now comes to the graph sheet. So if you feel it is a graph sheet, first of all divide into 4 parts. So now this is y dash, x dash. Here the main question is, once observe all the points on x axis, the points is like simple, which means minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's why scale on x axis 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit. On y axis, how should we take? On y axis, once observe 0 comma 3, 6, minus 6, 4, 6, 14, 24 is also there. So that's why you have to represent scale in a extended form. So that's why there are no sufficient lines to represent the points on the scale. So that's why scale on y axis you should take at each centimeter 2 units. If we take like this means, so now represent points on the scales of each x axis and y axis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and left side minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7, 8, and upward 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, like this. Okay, next downward, minus 2, minus 4, minus 6, minus 8, minus 9, so minus 10, minus 12, like this. So now locate each point on the graph sheet. First of all, minus 4 comma 0, minus 4, 0, the point is here. Next point, minus 3 comma minus 4, minus 3 comma minus 4, the point is here. Next, minus 2 comma minus 6, minus 2 comma minus 6, the point is here. Next, minus 1 comma minus 6, minus 1 comma minus 6. Next, 0 comma minus 4, 0 comma minus 4. Next, 1 comma 0, 1 comma 0. Next, 2 comma 6, 2 comma 6. Next, 3 comma 14, 3 comma 14. Next, 4 comma 24, 4 comma 24 is here. If you draw graph or join the points, if you extend on both sides, the graph is like this. What is the shape of this graph? Parabola. So it is a second degree equation, that means quadratic equation. The quadratic equation always gives the parabola. Before I explained, if a is greater than 0 or coefficient of x square is greater than 0, that is the upward parabola. So that's why it is a upward parabola. So because here the graph is ended, but if you extend means that she gives a perfect shape for your graph. So in this way you can easily draw the graph like this by using pencil and scale. So this is a freehand curve, so no need to use the scale for joining this curve. In the y is equal to mx plus p, like this are straight lines, you must use the scale, but for this parabolas you need not use the scale to join the points. You must join the points with a free hand. So scale you have written and graph you have denoted. Now you have to find the zeros from the graph. What are the zeros from the graph? Which means at which point the graph cuts the x-axis. The graph cuts the x-axis at -4 and 1. So here you will write the graph cuts x-axis at -4, 0 and 1, 0. Then zeros of x square plus 3x minus 4 is -4, 1. So x coordinate gives the zeros of the polynomial. But at the end of the question he asks justify your answer, which means whether your answer is correct or not. For simple, you can introduce -4 in this equation means you will get 0. If you introduce 1 in this equation you will get 0, or otherwise another method, justification. Simply take this and find out the zeros of the polynomial. What is that polynomial? P of x is equal to x square plus 3x minus 4. So x square plus 3x minus 4. First of all equates this as a 0 is equal to 0. So now multiply the x square coefficient and constant. 1 into -4 is equal to -4. Here means -4 factors, so 1 minus 4s are -4. Next 2 minus 2s are -4. Next minus 2 2s are 2 minus 2s. So these are the -1 into 4. So these are the factors for this. But here if you multiply, the product must equals to -4. If you add, the sum must equals to the coefficient of x. So if you multiply 1 into -4, the product is -4. If you add means that gives -3. But here you want +3. Next 2 2s are -4. If you add, the sum equals to 0. So this is also not valid. Next -1 into 4. The product gives -4. If you add, the sum gives 3. So this is useful for this. So x square minus x plus 4x minus 4 is equal to 0. From this two terms you can take x as a common. If you take x as a common, the remaining term, left term is x minus, here x was came outside, so that's why 1 plus, if you take 4, there is a left term is x and minus 1 is the left one, because 4 into x 4x, 4 into -1 -4. So here -1 is a common in this expression. So -1 into x plus 4 is equal to 0. From this either x minus 1 is equal to 0 or x plus 4 is equal to 0. From x minus 1 is equal to 0, x is equal to 1 or x is equal to -4. So do you clear with that? X is equal to x is equal to 1, x is equal to -4 are the zeros of the polynomial. So here you will write minus 4 comma 1 are zeros of x square plus 3x minus 4. Do you clear with that? So this is the steps. First of all, you must equate this with y is equal to x square plus 3x minus 4. Then after you have to construct a points table. So by simply taking negative 4 points, positive 4 points and including with 0. For each point, if you introduce in this x in the place of x in the equation p of x, you will get a y value. So you can easily construct the points. Then after you have to take the graph sheet and divide the graph sheet into 4 quadrants. Then after you have to denote a scale. Here the x-axis scale must be very easy, because here the what the values you have taken are simple, minus 4 onwards start and 4 those are ended. So that's why minus 1 centimeter 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit. But in y-axis the values what you are got are very high, 14 and 24. There are no, if you take 1 centimeter is equal to 1 units, there are no points to locate that point. So that's why the scale was changed. That is 1 centimeter is equal to 2 units you have taken. That means the scale was changed. The points are like this: 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, like this. Then after, by usage of the 2 points, you can easily note the points or mark the points on the graph sheet. And if you draw a freehand curve, that gives a U-shaped curve, that is parabola. The graph where it cuts on the x-axis, that points are the zeros of the polynomial. You have to write as a result. The graph cuts x-axis at minus 4 comma 0 and 1 comma 0. The zeros of the given polynomial is minus 4 comma 1. Of course, if you are completely done this process without result, means you may got 3 marks only. Including justification, you did not write, means you may got 2.5 or 3 marks only. So that's why if you want to get good marks, which means out of marks, you have to do up to justification in this same procedure. So my dear students, up to now we have learned about how to find out the zero of the linear polynomial from the graphical view and algebraic view, here in the quadratic equations also. So try to do the remaining sums in the exercise 3.4 and practice examples also. Have a great knowledge. So we will continue the same topic in the next video continuously. Thank you to all.